honesty with God, honesty with the closest people in our lives, having no distance between our hearts and the hearts of the people in our lives, accountability, to actually learn how to like express your hopes and dreams to another individual and say, please remind me of the dreams of the man that I want to be or the woman that I want to be. It's the greatest gift, is when somebody can say, hey, you know, you said you wanted to be this. Are you still interested in pursuing that? How have you been doing in that area? And grace is a two-way street, and that's, you know, giving grace when people come to us is a great gift, but also I find that idealists are pretty crappy at receiving grace sometimes. We often don't want to be forgiven because we want to carry the whole world on our shoulders, and any little mistake we flog ourselves. Maybe not in Sweden. But often I find that the most fundamentalists amongst us are the ones who are least able to receive grace from each other and from God, right? So learning that skill of grace, it's a muscle. Learning how to say, like we were testing it out in another area we were in, and I kept on complimenting this woman, and I kept on saying, you are amazing, and she kept on going, no! She couldn't receive it, and so I just kept on practicing, and it was really tough. I think we got like 2 layers deep out of like 100. So I gotta email her more often, but... And then lastly is integrity, which is our church, more than anything, we have extremely high ideals, and I think oftentimes we overpromise and underdeliver. And so we need to have more integrity, because that's power. Because then people don't judge us by what we say, but by who we are and what we do. And that's exciting, because you don't have to say anything, you just do. So you want to see my belief? Follow me for a day, you know? And that should be exciting. It'd be something that's alive, a living organism. So practically speaking though, we have a website, and it is highnoon.org. Super easy. Just think of high noon and then just add a .org. And it works around the world, because we're on the internet, which is around the world. And it's in English, and it's in Spanish, and it's in Albanian. Albanian was a wild card. It's just because we had volunteers, and volunteers totally translated it. If you guys wanted it in your native language, that's a volunteer job. There are 2.5 people that really volunteered just a few hours a week to translate it all into Spanish. How many people translated it into Albanian? 1 person. Amazing. So if you would like to translate it, I'm sure, I find that our second gen are polygogs, at least some hyper-polygogs, multiple languages. So if you know another language and would like to translate it, please do so. We have a newsletter, and you'll find this on our website, and that's where you can sign up for a newsletter. We will also send you a follow-up email from this. That was registration, and that will have a link to all these resources. So don't feel pressure to remember all this. I'm just trying to explain it as best as I can. But that newsletter is, you'll get a weekly email with just a recap of all that's going on in our world, just to stimulate some hope and some ideas, and so you always feel connected to this movement. This is a movement. We're not an organization. We're a movement. If we were just an organization, I wouldn't have much hope in us, because it's just Sammy and I full time. We don't even live in the same continent. He's in Korea and I'm in the mountains in America, in Denver. So, but this is it's wild, because we have so many volunteers all around. People just feel inspired to take this they take the baton and they just run with it in their own way. So on our website you will find we do have an accountability partner training, and it's some simple videos just to help people have the confidence to realize that we need to stop thinking, oh, I can't wait till the church creates this thing that I need. Instead of being like, oh, wait a second, I can actually do something. We all have a certain amount of power. And so accountability partner training is just learning how to start conversations, learning how to listen effectively, like how to engage somebody in a conversation. You need to learn how to actually listen to them without being like, with something on the tip of your tongue, but take them in, and also asking good questions, right? So there's that, and that's totally free. We have a 90-day porn recovery program for men and women, and I created with Sammy the men's version, and then we had some women go through it, and we didn't realize how sausage festy it was. It was like it was a male-oriented, just because we're men, right? So this woman kept on giving us notes and be like, can you fix this? And I was like, how about we work on this together? So we collaborated and created a woman's course, and she filmed some videos. So it's 90 days of every day you're getting some content, and that's to kind of start rewiring your brain a little bit. And it's not about cutting out sex, it's about having healthier visions of sexuality and a healthier relationship with sexuality, something that gives instead of takes. And then it also includes a weekly call, and that's to practice honesty with a group of people in your same situation. So if it's younger ladies, it's with younger ladies. Older men, younger men, older ladies. I'm always so worried about saying older, younger. It can be offensive, but it just means different ages. Yeah, okay, no different. Good.
Men and women get offensive.
Men, well, yeah, in America that's really offensive. How dare you think that there's genders? So, this is a commercial that we made for School of Love, and Uncle David mentioned it a bit, but it's truly the Chanel-guk. We're going into that territory. What does it mean to have Chanel-guk sexuality? Like, what does this mean? And for us, it's instead of reactive and creating recovery programs for people who are hurt, it's how do we start to have this conversation with our kids when they're young. I have 3 little boys, and I really want them to be men who learn to respect themselves and respect the woman in their lives. And I'm already working on it. There's a boy who's about to turn 6 in a couple weeks, one who's 3 and one who's 7 months. He doesn't stand up, so he's this big. And it's learning how to have conversations where when the topic of sex comes up, you have positive reactions to that. You're actually excited, oh, I should ask my parents about that. That's a good topic. And that the parents are like, oh, I'm so glad you brought it up. Let's explore. Even if you don't have all the answers, let's figure it out together instead of, good luck with life, kid, in this area of your life. So this is a commercial just about it, just to explain a little bit more. I hope this sounds good.